Everybody, it is Jessica here. It is day 39 of my 100 days of meditation, and I got mine done early this morning, which was good. And what I noticed was, well, for the first time in a while, I got very sleepy during this meditation, and I kept trying to stay awake and be present and all that, but after a few minutes, I would find that my head was back down and I was off in la la land. And so I stopped fighting being sleepy and laid down for the rest of the time and snoozed. And then something else came up with the house that I needed to take care of, and I was trying to rush through that and was kind of annoyed by having to do that because I had a plan for my day and this was kind of getting in the way. And I was still thinking about why I was so sleepy. I didn't think I should be because I slept a good amount last night and I hadn't done anything real rigorous yet for the day. And so, but it dawned on me after the meditation, after I was working on that project that I hadn't planned on, that from the time I ended my meditation up until that moment, I was completely in argument with what was. I was arguing with the fact that I was sleepy and thought that I needed a reason, that I had to explain it, possibly so that I could fix it and not be sleepy, rather than just allowing the fact that I felt sleepy and that was okay. And then I was in argument with this thing that came up that I really needed to do, but was kind of not present with it and was trying to rush through it. And I didn't like that it was happening at the time that it was happening because it was getting away of whatever else I thought I needed to be doing. So for that whole time, I'm just sitting there being in an argument with what is, which can cause us a lot of stress because it is, and being in an argument with it isn't going to help it change. It's just going to make you feel worse about whatever is happening, whatever is going on, whatever you're doing, whatever you're not doing. So it helped me kind of switch my attitude towards what was happening. I asked myself, can I be okay with the fact that I get sleepy sometimes? And there's not always an explanation for why I'm sleepy, then there doesn't have to be. If your body says it's tired, it's tired, and you don't have to explain it away or fix it. If you're chronically tired all the time, you can start to examine other things, but I'm not tired all the time. So there was just a moment where my body went, I kind of need to shut down here for a minute, and that's okay. And the other thing, things are always going to pop up for us during the day that will get in the way of what we had planned. But that's life in general. We always have these grand plans, and we think things are getting in our way, but they may be pulling us in a different direction that we didn't know existed. So being okay with what is, allowing whatever comes up to come up, and being able to move through that without being in argument with it. Doesn't mean you have to like it. It doesn't mean you have to stay with it forever. It just means it is, and I can either argue with it and be miserable, or I can deal with it and then move on. So kind of an interesting development today about looking at what are we in argument with. Are there things in your life that you're in argument with how it goes, or how it is right now? Something that you keep wanting to change, but hasn't seemed to work or isn't moving fast enough. And how could you be okay with where it is? Not necessarily being okay with staying there forever, but just being okay with that's what is right now. It really kind of releases a little bit of the pressure and a little bit of the weight that we can carry around with these things in our lives. So ask yourself that question: where am I in argument with what is, and how can I be okay and allow? It gives you much more energy and much more ability to create change from that space rather than a space of dislike or a fear like we talked about the other day. But how can I come at this from the place of love instead? Loving myself, loving what is, so that I can move through it. It's day 39, everybody. I'll see you for day 40. which means day 50 is coming up pretty soon. This is going really fast already. So take care. I'll see you tomorrow.